Crazy. It's like it didn't even matter if you had something built. Fucking metal.
They had to have found the 200
First
people
hour.
that minute they rolled in there. They had to have had 200 people on their list
Right off the gate.
instantly.
Edgewood. How many died on Edgewood?
I know. Well, the trailer parks. With the
That's
This is the back road I took where I bypassed a lot of the places.
Oh my god, I can hear shit. Dude, do you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it from here. Where I'm at, but you can't tell me I can hear the fire smoke.
I don't know if I should ride it out or not. I mean, because I figure I could go to there's a good clear area at the hospital, right? That if I could just go up there to the hospital. Hello? Oh God. Isn't the hospital area clear? Right, but I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe if there's any spot fires, maybe I can put them out if I stay. See, this is the kind of shit I'm made for, dude. Oh my god, the winds are picking up here now. That means the fire's getting close. Oh my god, dude, you hear that? That's the fire. I've never heard anything like that. That's unheard of. This is where you went?
Yeah. Nobody on this road and everybody's on Pearson.
I mean, look at all the cars, dude. Are you
This saved me.
Were people awake?
This saved me 40 minutes.
Were people awake here? Look at all the cars.
I don't know. I'm sure people died on this road.
I just can't
Now
believe
we're
all the
learning
burnt
that
cars.
scientists and researchers are looking at how to change the weather on purpose. That's right. Lasers now could one day manipulate rain and lightning. CBS This Morning contributor Michio Kaku is a physicist. I mean, lasers? Really? To change the weather?
That's right. We physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. This is potentially a game changer.
But this is experimental.
It's experimental, however, in the laboratory so far it works. So even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the Vietnam War, to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged.
That's her property.
Yeah.
Turn around. We were headed up to go. Those bodies were found at that driveway.
Yeah.
That video. That down there. I think those are some of the cars. 9 bodies right there.
We got trapped down here. We couldn't get out. My friend that died, he was a crippled. He's dead. That's just a horrific way to die. Horses made it. Oh my God. I'm so lucky to be alive. I went down the canyon into a creek. It came over me and I thought I was gonna die. I ain't lying. I'm gonna write a book about this. Incredible.
So that's your shed right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to make a move.
So was that just a neighborhood train car?
Yeah, they brought it in like in, talk about 15 years ago. That's how you build homes right there.
Yeah, right.
All steel.
Right.
Yeah, so this is... And it goes another, about a mile down. But the house is spaced out further.
It's crazy how just like metal garages and stuff, carports and stuff, they just crumble. Look like Kirsten to me.
And there was probably 30 cars backed up. There was cars all the way back down here, a quarter mile, waiting.
Holy shit, look at this, dude. Holy shit, dude. That does not look like a... That does not look like a great... What is this? This is a trailer home park?
This is old. This was a really nice trailer park.
Holy shit, dude. This is insane. Look at the trees are all torches and tops, too. These two trees are fine. Look at the green grass, dude. How did these things catch fire? They don't even have trees around them.
Yeah, I got it. We don't know what the hell that is, but the Paradise Fire, there's something flying through the smoke. Yeah, I got it. We don't know what the hell that is, but the Paradise Fire, there's something flying through the smoke.
Police, how can I help you?
Are we supposed to be evacuated or what?
No, you'll be notified. There's a fire north of Concal, up off of Highway 70. No danger to Paradise, okay?
Well, it says evacuation west side of Pence Road.
What says that?
Butte, fire.
Okay. Okay, we haven't been advised of that. If you have gotten a phone call or if you see flames or feel the need to leave, then do that at this time. But we haven't been notified, okay?
From all the Trump supporters that I talked to who were Trump voters and are still Trump supporters, they go, yeah, you guys are going crazy. He's doing, what are you so surprised about? He's doing exactly what he said he's going to do.
Well, and I think that the dangerous, edges here are that he's trying to undermine the media, trying to make up his own facts. And it could be that while unemployment and the economy worsens, he could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
Yeah, if you look at the...
We learned today from former Democratic National Committee Chairwoman Donna Brazile that the Clinton campaign, in her view, did rig the presidential nominating process. Do you agree with the notion that it was rigged?
Yes.
Got him! Got him!
Also interesting is, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us. And in full disclosure, let's take a look at what is in there and what it means. Joining us now, CN.
And I have to tell you, it's been a road I never would have expected I would ever be on. Just in a million years, never had any idea that I'd be standing here. My husband and I and our college-age son lost our home on August 8th, having about 15 minutes to leave. There was no power, there was thick smoke, and there were no fire trucks, none, and no sirens in sight. This was intentional. I smelled smoke at 10 p.m. and I received a Nixle report. Local fire departments are on scene and will notify you if any evacuations are called for. The strong winds are making these fires difficult. Dispatchers are being overwhelmed by 911 calls on reports of smoke smell. Please only call 911 if you see actual unattended flames. There's just more than 1,000 red flags going on here. So from the beginning, there was a total abandonment of the authorities to use the emergency systems. We also had a landline, but with the power out, it didn't work. So immediately I knew that these fires weren't normal. And it had to be I believed it had to be some kind of a military operation, and that's still my belief right now.
The reduced oxygen is certainly causing forest decimation, and the overhead aerial chemtrailing along with the hydrogen sulfide, because you all need to hear this. This is just really unbelievable and sad for all these people, because we were there yesterday in a war zone, and it is a war zone. The trees are green at the tops. Butte County had agreed that the primary intent of the CAP, Climate Action Plan, to reduce emissions, and they, again, are an unincorporated area, and they are and did team up with partnerships from many different agencies and community groups to adopt this plan. And part of those groups were government organizations operated by the United Nations, known as, in this case, Butte County Association of Governments, and Pacific Gas and Electric. Pacific Gas and Electric engaged in this sustainable development plan here in Butte County, along with a college, California State University out of Chico. We're committed to reducing their greenhouse gas emissions to 1990 levels by the year 2020. And they say the local hazards that will be affected by climate change in Butte County: increased wildfire hazard and risks, more frequent and damaging floods. The general plan of Butte County prioritizes natural resource protection, including open space. And the county's vision is encouraging compact development.
This next story is so unbelievable, we didn't think it could possibly be true. But after receiving thousands of records and declassified reports from the Army, it's confirmed that during the Cold War, the United States military conducted secret tests on unsuspecting people in the city of St. Louis. A local sociologist will make her findings public tomorrow.
Other cities during the 1950s and 60s.
This study was secretive for a reason. They didn't have volunteers stepping up and saying, yeah, I'll breathe zinc cadmium sulfide with radioactive particles.
In Texas, planes were used to drop the chemical. But in St. Louis, the Army placed chemical sprayers on buildings.
The greatest concentration of this compound was sprayed near the Pruitt-Igoe housing complex just south of downtown St. Louis. It was home to 10,000 low-income people, and an estimated 70% were under the age of 12.
You calling me and telling me it was at the hospital was what made me leave. I was like, fuck, it's at the hospital? It jumped the West Branch?
I know.
He was tried to stop me and tried to turn me around. I believe the cop told me to, go ahead and go by because he seen my firefighter plate on my truck. For some reason, that's just, that's the only thing I could think of, because he was standing in front of my truck making me stop all the traffic behind me. And they were trying to, say to get out and run or go turn around or something, and I was like, I'm going. I know what's going to happen. I can't go, turn around, go back, do anything or stop. I got to keep going down that. I knew which way I had to go. Evacuating, I was asleep.
And so how did you get out? Because I heard people that day were they were stuck in paradise. They couldn't get out till like those that got out were at 5, 6 o'clock at night.
I was trying to pass them while they were burning their cars.
And were they all stuck in a line? It seemed like everybody was just waiting.
Some were more, most of them were running.
Because the cars got too hot, I heard.
I don't know. Stuff was just catching on fire out of nowhere. It's hard to explain. Every time I talk about it, Facebook shuts me down.
Holy shit.
Imagine coming through this road where the fires go. You'd be trapped.
I know.